What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Gameboy Gallery. Not to be confused with Game & Watch Gallery, but it's like in the same general series. Gameboy Gallery it's pretty much just a compilation of, classic Game & Watch titles. We're doing Vermin right now, just because I like that one. We're playing on Game A, which is the easy mode, so, forgive me. I just forgot to click on Game B. Is it worth scrapping the footage? I don't think so. Sometimes you just gotta unwind. I just finished up Pokemon Blue Christmas, so I should unwind with a nice arcade-style video game. Action arcade. So I finally got over the karma of my 2 months ago Deltarune joke. Now I gotta get over another misdeed, which I don't think is technically a misdeed, but I'm still gonna get over it just in case. It involves a certain animal on the savannah, and I'm not gonna go any farther than that. So we are just gonna piggyback off of that conversation, and we are gonna start killing these animals that don't live in the savannah. We're almost at 50. If you guys couldn't tell already, this is pretty much all you do in Vermin. You play as a farmer kid who has 2 mallets, and you gotta stop moles from trying to get your turnips. You might know this as it's one of the moves that is referenced in Super Smash Bros. Mr. Game & Watch as a character. This is his down smash. Of course, he doesn't look like this guy. He looks like the actual LCD Game & Watch guy in Smash Ultimate. And in the from Melee to Smash 4, you just kind of grab the hammers. It would be kind of cool if Mr. Game & Watch got a skin based on Gameboy Gallery. However, he references a lot more than the games featured in Gameboy Gallery, and also it's probably not worth it. I don't know how many people actually care about this game, if I'm being completely honest. This was the Game & Watch Gallery before Game & Watch Gallery. So, instead of playing as Mario, you play as this, weird little kid. And that's the case in, all the other ones. So, Flagman, you play as a kid in a pirate costume. And then, Ball, you play as, a... Ball, you might actually play as a puppet, not a kid. Come to think of it. I don't know, there will be a Ball episode in the future, where I'll just, start comparing versions of Ball, maybe. Modern, classic, and then Game Boy Gallery, which is a hybrid of both. It's not quite modern from modern and Game & Watch Gallery 2 standards, but it's also not quite the same as the LCD classic version. The control's the same, it just has better animation. Alright. But I think we're doing pretty good. I think we got a good rhythm going. We're able to tackle these moles before they even raise their ugly head. Raise their ugly heads, plural. Because, as you can see, there are multiple heads, but you don't know if there are multiple bodies. They might be all, connected. It might be a super mole or something. Maybe a Doug Trio. That's my best theory as to what Doug Trio actually is. I think it might just be a super mole. Maybe a really slithery, snake-like one. It's my best guess. There's There's, of course, it's just three moles hugging each other constantly. Which, I mean, I guess that would make the most sense. And then there's the classic, it's three guys hugging each other with mole faces. Good. Alright. Well, thank you for the positive words of reinforcement, game. I'm now more encouraged and motivated to bash these moles' faces in with my massive mallet. Mallets plural. Now we got a little, like, girl dancing above us. I don't know what she does. I haven't really played Gameboy Gallery as much as I've played Game & Watch Gallery. So, for all we know, she might drop something on my head. If she did, I would be very upset. Like, that is the betrayal of the century. Fortunately for us, that doesn't happen. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention it in this recording, but you can, in fact, play this game with one hand. So if you're into that, be sure to check out Vermin on Gameboy Gallery, or Game & Watch Gallery. Or Game & Watch Gallery 2, but specifically Classic mode. Modern mode requires two hands. Hey, we're almost at 300 already. Time really does fly. Especially because now the moles are starting to get faster, so you get more points per second. Especially for Game A, come to think of it. Normally Game A, it's easier, but it's slower. It's like buying a bond as opposed to buying a stock. Alright, come on, let's make it to 300. Hopefully no moles will come ruin my day. We got a mole among us. You know, like how people say, like, mole instead of spy. Oh, that was almost really close. My turnip was about to get turnipped, if you know what I mean. And I don't know if it's just me, but I think the music might be getting a little faster. I'll have to review the footage, though, to be absolutely sure. Because I'm focused on the actual graphics, not the music. Let me tell you that much. Let's just come up here. Ooh, we're doing fine. You know, just the way that the burrows show up, it kind of reminds me of that Super Mario Party game. I don't remember the title, because, I mean, I was never really too much of a Mario Party guy. Like, I haven't really played it too much as a young lad. So I don't really remember a lot of the titles. I know there's, like, loggerheads, and that's it. Because that stupid, I've got 99 problems, but loggerheads ain't one, from that one, I think it was Alpharad video? If memory serves me right. Hopefully it does. I don't want to be known as the guy with the bad memory. So we are almost at 400 points, so that would be 2 stars in Game & Watch Gallery land. But Game Boy Gallery, it's all about the games. They don't need any, like, weird token economies. You're just playing the game. That's the satisfaction you get. That's all you need. We could just do nothing and rack up points. Until that mole ruined my day. And then I ruined his day back. What can I say? And we're rhyming. As you know, whenever I accidentally do a rhyme, I will not say that one thing that everyone always says when they accidentally rhyme things. because I'm not 5. So that's a little pet peeve of mine. I'm not even going to entertain the notion. Oh, but now it's really starting to heat up. But now it's starting to cool off. So, we make it past the gauntlet. Then, I don't know, we take off the gauntlet and rest our hand for a little. And then we get right back on the horse. Right back on the mole, even. Alright, I actually don't think that the song is speeding up, come to think of it. Because, I mean, the game is definitely getting faster, but I'm not sensing the urgency. Good. And now we have, like a king or something? I don't know. Maybe it just serves as, like, a distraction. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. We're fine. We are so back. Almost at 600, eh? Alright, you'll love to see it. We haven't seen a single mole steal one of my turnips. Are these turnips? Or are they onions? I don't know, all these root vegetables kind of look the same to me. Like... Actually, no, this is definitely a turnip. Onions, I think, are a little, like, rounder on the sides and pointier on the top. Turnips tend to be pointier on the bottom, rounder on the top. From my experience as a vegetable connoisseur. And by vegetable connoisseur, I mean guy that eats vegetables. $600 points, or basically 3 stars. I want to get to at least 1,000. Maybe 1,200 because I'm on game A instead of game B. If you know what I mean. Because, I mean, you gotta raise the bar a little when you're playing on an easier difficulty. It's usually how these things work. It's like inflation. You gotta have more to get the same enjoyment. Because it's just easier to, like, get many points. Though it is starting to get a little hectic, if I do say so myself. It's nothing I can't deal with. I'm the world's best farmhand. Or should I say farm mallet? So, I mean, you gotta become one with the mallets. Your hands are the mallets. Alright, I keep thinking I gotta go directly above the moles. But I mean, that's silly talk. For absolute fools. Especially because we are able to manage up a storm. Good. Alright. Okay, so you get the messages whenever you get an extra life, I think. And we went from woman to king to snowman. So I don't think we're going to see any more good messages. However, if I hypothetically did, what would be my guess for the next one? I don't know, maybe a scarecrow? Scarecrow sounds nice. And I guess it would kind of fit with the theme of the video game I'm playing. Actually, come to think of it, am I even on a farm, or am I just randomly in the forest? Because, like, judging by the backdrop, it doesn't look like I'm on, like, a farm. There would usually be, like, a barn in the background. So maybe I'm just killing random animals for no reason. If I really wanted to, I could have just harvested these turnips. Maybe I'm harvesting the moles. I don't know, we gotta get a game theory on here. The hidden dark truth of Gameboy Gallery. Ooh. That one was a little close. But no cigar. We're quitting smoking right over here. Get that DS game, My Smoking Quitting Coach, I think it was called. You know, drop it in the comments. Have you guys ever played My Smoking Coach? I haven't, because I've never smoked in my life, and I don't really plan on it. I have done the Spanish Coach one by the same creators, the same developers, I should say. And honestly, I think the Spanish one was pretty good. Like, especially for learning Spanish as a young lad. Speaking of which, the Spanish game actually did have a whack-a-mole, now that I think about it. So I guess it all comes full circle. Thought I was going on a tangent, but I was actually tracing the circle perfectly, if you know what I mean. Alright, so we're just gonna chill here. Or not. We're so fine. We're almost at 900. And we're still showing no signs of stopping. Certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing. Like Willy Wonka. Oh, we did find another good message. Would you look at that? I'd love to see it. And it was a bird, not a scarecrow. So, I guess I could put my foot in my mouth, but come to think of it, I really don't have to. This bird is probably the most distracting one. More distracting than the king, more distracting than the snowman. Definitely more distracting than the woman. Now it's really starting to heat up, if you know what I mean. I guess that makes sense. The score is definitely increasing. But we are almost at 1,000, so what can you expect? Expect nothing less. Ooh, that was almost really bad, because I touched the middle of the D-pad instead of the actual sides. Pay no attention to the man behind the cellular device screen. Like the Wizard of Oz. Starting to feel pretty on point with these movie references. Speaking of Wizard of Oz, you guys ever see the Runaround by Blues Traveler music video? I still don't understand why there was a Wizard of Oz stuff in there. There's probably an explanation, and once I figure it out, I'm gonna be like, wow, I was really off the mark. Oh, shoot. Speaking of off the mark, we're back on the mark now. But we were previously, and that's why we lost a turnip. But we're almost at our new goal of 1,100. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. If I just keep this up, and I just choose not to lose any more turnips to the mole menace. Oh, you'll love to see that. That was rather satisfying. Honestly, I'm just really thankful that it hammers them automatically and I don't have to, like, press a second. Are you... How is anyone supposed to go that far? I mean, the method is probably you gotta, like, press the D-pad and the button at the same time. However, I really think I could manage without it. There we are, we're at 1,100. We get the good message because, I mean, that was our goal, after all. Or that was my goal. Your goal could be slightly different. We find the dancing robot, and that is game over. We get 1,111, which, I mean, I guess that is kind of funny. That's like when people quote-unquote make a wish, whenever the clock says it, because, I mean, ha ha ha, it's 4 of the same number. We're going to exit our game, and I will see you guys next time.